Greetings from Spain. My GeoMOOC for Teachers and Story Maps is the topic today. My name is María Luisa de Lázaro and I am a researcher of UNED. UNED is an open and distance university of Spain with more than 200,000 students, the second in Europe after the Open University of the United Kingdom. We are going to present the main results of our work in this part of the MyGeo project. We have created a MOOC on GeoTools promoting GIS in university teachers' lessons as a transversal topic. Now in English, but it is translating into Spanish, that it is available also, and we are translating into Dutch and Italian. But what has been the way to get here? Let's see. The process to create a MOOC for teachers, it is not an easy task. We follow these steps. First of all, we made a key skills research at the beginning of the project. The objective of the report was to look for what are the university teachers' useful skills for explaining geography, economy and earth science using GIS in order to build a useful MOOC curriculum to improve. The draft was assessed by a focus group of 52 teachers with a final consensus on a curriculum finalization. Thus, with all this information, we made the first modules to be done by several teachers. Then this MOOC realization was focused on two modules, the module 2 and the module 5. And a second focus group of 88 teachers was done in January 2020. The MOOC ran in November till December. Adjusting the MOOC was the next step. It was made by the students' experience who went to Ghent University and they incorporate this new knowledge. Now the new MOOC will be launched in January, the English version, but the Dutch and Italian version of this final MOOC will be available in the next month. This is the final syllabus of the MOOC. The MOOC for teachers needs to reply to several questions: what to teach, how to teach using GeoTools, what's learning, who is learning. These are typical questions for teachers. They need to respond. Then we thought on a MOOC with 8 modules. Previous module has the presentation of the MOOC. The first MOOC module has some cartography essential concepts. The module 2 will be focused on vector maps, the module 3 on raster, the 4 on using fieldwork apps, the module 5 story maps, the module 6 is about remote sensing, the module 7 is 3D, and the last module is a prototype creation of an app. We are going to work on module 5, story maps. This is the schedule. We will see what are story maps, and in the module we will work in 2 tools. Story map of Night Labs. Night Lab has a free version and a no free version. And ArcGIS story map you need a license. We are going to see an example of Night Labs. This has been done by Population Reference Bureau. The World Population Datasheet 2020 highlights has been done with this tool. It takes the main highlights and the place on these are located. These are some examples. There are many other examples with links on Module 5. ArcGIS Online Story Maps allows you all of these options. If you embed a questionnaire, for example, in survey 1, 2, 3, that is very easy to embed, and you and students reply this questionnaire, the point can be automatically added to the map if you plan to do so. This is, for example, the reply related to this point. What is a story map? A story map is a tool that allows you to tell a story using storytelling techniques, integrating maps, images, video, figures, tables, text, and other resources. Here we have an example on ArcGIS story map about World Heritage in danger. How to create a story map? Then you need to identify the main point to integrate all data that you think are relevant for the topic. You need to process this data to communicate meaningful results, to use a place-based learning strategy, to choose the right scale for the map, focus on the topic in order to see easily what you need to transmit, and apply geovisual skills. Of course, a nice story map is better to learn, and to make a call for action or ask for reflection. Then, a story map can be used at the beginning of the lesson as a summary of the lesson to share worries, for example, in sustainability uses. I am going to show you my last study map with my students. It is in Spanish. I was teaching cultural landscape in human geography on the anthropology. Their teaching level was second year of anthropology. We have here the story map already done. I have here a video at the beginning of the topic. I put a short title. I am defining the key topics. What is a cultural landscape? And I have linked different story maps made in another topics with another colleagues from my colleague Julio on rural landscapes. This is another one from my colleague Francisco, who he used it in urban geography, and some other different concepts. You can have different links to, these are links to compare images and maps, more landscape indicators. I have to have the map of this year. I prepare the map, and every point the students make their own research on a landscape, a cultural landscape they like, and they reply with a summary of the topic. They reply a survey and a point. You can see that it is automatically added here. You can also have on the survey different figures and questions, and then you have here all the replies and even images from the questionnaire. The questionnaire they have to reply has been embedded, and immediately they reply, their point is added on the map, on the previous map. You can see another example. And something to reflect, and some reference, key reference. If you want that they study on this, it is possible for them to print, and they can study if it was something from the book. You can print, you can save as a PDF document, and they can study this content. Let's now create our own story maps on ArcGIS Online. If you have not a subscription, you can sign up for a free ArcGIS developer subscription. You need a previous research to prepare content. This is the content we have prepared for this story map. Next, you need to sign in on your story map account. Sign in. And you begin a new story. The first thing that you need is a short title. You will add a video. Then you have many options to tell your story. You can add text, button with a link, separator, different media, maps, image, video, audio, embed, a questionnaire embed. You can have two images to compare, a timeline, a slideshow, or a sidecar. You put on one side the image and in the other side the explanation, a map tour, itinerary. We have prepared. We are going to define the topic. Then we need to ask ourselves how to measure disparities. Then we are going to add just a text. But if we add a text, we have several options. We can add a paragraph, but this will be a heading. We will add a paragraph. On this paragraph, we are defining what is gross domestic product. If we want to add a bold or something like that, we can do now. If we would like to have a link, we can have the link here. If we would like to add an image, we can add an image about the main economic data source. We can add our image about the main economic data source. We can have in the center, or we can put on one side, and in the other side we can add some explanation. We are going to add separator, and now I am going to add an exercise. The exercise consists of compare three different ways of approaching to economic disparities using three different maps, two of them with the variation of GDP per capita in current international dollars PPP between 2015 and 2017. This is the first one with equal interval. Now we have the first image to compare. We are going for the second one on the same topic, which is another system of organizing intervals, one tile, and we will add the third image to compare. This will be the Gini coefficient. Thus, the exercise consists of a comparison of these three ways of approaching to disparities in the world. Now we are going to add a map. We need to look for our map in ArcGIS Online. We open the map, we share. I go to share options. I ask for embed code and I can choose when I ask or think I would like to have. I copy the code and I paste the code and the map should appear just below. You also could add a survey for the same system. You prepare the survey in survey 1, 2, 3, and you after embed the survey here with the same system, and you can also have the survey. If you publish, it's a private for my organization or for everyone. If you publish history, and you can see if you are satisfied with the result. Perhaps we need a survey to collect replies on the question. Of course, you can reply to this question using survey below, or you can directly reflect, or you can ask on a survey 1, 2, 3 which ideas can be possible to go ahead in order to reduce world economic disparities. You have a lot of options for this. Thus, now your teachers' students will know more about the topic, have been looking for data on their own or collaboratively researching, process relevant data to communicate meaningful results, discover a call for action, transform, are concerned on the problem. Thank you very much for your attention, and if you are interested in learning more, you can go to UNED Abierta, MOOC courses, select GeoTools for teachers. You need to register in Yedra. It is very easy. When you open the course, you can register here or enroll in this course will open to create an account, and you can put your data. Pay attention to your email because some confirmation is needed, and you can go straight to this course that is open until 20 of December. The new one in English will be in January, but in Italian and in Dutch, the 8 modules course will be in the next month. I also invite you to the summer courses of UNED. You can register for the complete summer course, or you can register only for my GEO Multiply events session, who will be inside the course on the 20th of July from 12 to 9 o'clock. Thank you very much, and see you next time on another My GEO Multiply event. Thank you very much, and explain your favorite topic to your students with a map.